Hello you wonderful people, and thank you once again for joining me for the final part of this Chariot series of the Kit Fox, but it isn't the last. Next week we will be seeing the final two Chariot series of the Kit Fox, and then that'll be wrapped up. 5 videos. I didn't want to do 5. I know that sounds lazy of me, I'm sorry, but I tried to keep the workload to about 3. It'll be 5 when there's new mechs coming out sometimes, if they have that many variants. But for this series, it not only does it help extend it a little bit, but it also means that those of you who enjoy your clan stuff, there's more clan gameplay to come. So this is the Kit Fox E, and this one is a later design that incorporates the clan ATM technology and some hard-hitting firepower of an ER PPC. It also mounts jump jets. It has 6 in total, which you can build using the S variant. Basically, you just need a missile arm equipped, and you need, again, 2 energy hardpoints. There's the ER small is in the right arm, as is the ER PPC, I believe, and the ATM-3 is in the other arm. Biggest downside is the ATM-3 is a little slow to fire on this, which is annoying because you'd think it would have a similar reload time to an SRM-2, that kind of area, so you have to make sure your shots hit. That said, the amount of damage the ATM-3 can do is quite high. You do about 9 damage when you get to the short range, and obviously long range it's not that effective. So it's definitely in a kind of more mid to short range brawling kind of ATM setup. It's very good. I do quite like this version. It's fun. It plays right into my wheelhouse, as I like very straightforward simplistic builds like this, because it allows you to focus more on fire and maneuver. And the Kit Fox once again shows its versatility and its ability to bring heavy firepower while still maintaining its maneuverability and having pretty decent armor for its tonnage. It's a fun little build. Again, I'm surprised that it was never really introduced as a later pack or part of just an update in general by PGI. I've been playing a lot of War Thunder recently at the time of recording this, and one of the things I've noticed with War Thunder is that they'll bring in new things just as part of the update. They'll bring in a new tank or a new plane or whatever in the lineup alongside some of the more, you know, the premium stuff that you pay real money for. But they'll bring in new vehicles as just items you can earn with the in-game currency, and I really think PGI could do that. The occasional patch that adds a new variant of a mech in, and maybe supplement that with maybe like a hero or like a special themed variant pack or something. I don't know. I don't see people not being up for buying certain things like this in MechWarrior Online. If they could have heroes that were themed on famous mechs that were used by pilots in the universe as well, which again there's no shortage of in BattleTech, it would be, I think, a nice way of keeping a little bit of, you know, currency coming in for them. And I don't think the community would be too negative about it. I think the community have been negative about MechWarrior in a lot of things, but I definitely don't think the ability to have more mechs builds and customizations. I suppose the argument is the customization makes that point moot, but I don't know. It would be nice to see some of these things actually coming into the game as defaults, rather than something that you have to kind of kit bash together out of other Omni-Mech parts, or hoping that there's an Innisphere version of a mech that has the right hardpoints to be able to build that specific variant, which is the real trouble with Innisphere ones compared to clans. But that said, you know, this is a kind of a mishmash, mostly of S parts, just to get the jump jets on. So if you have the S, you can easily build this anyway. So yeah, I quite enjoy it. It's a nice sort of sniper brawler in a way. It's strange. I wouldn't use the ATMs at range because the AMS just instantly shoots them out the sky because there's only 3 missiles. So yeah, you want to get it at such a close range with somebody that you're going to do a lot of damage very quickly. And heat really isn't a problem. You cannot overheat in this mech. I don't think it's possible to overheat at all. So yeah, it's a fun little build. If you haven't tried it, give it a go. If you haven't tried the Kit Fox, give it a go. It's a fun light. It looks cool. It's definitely one of the classics of the clans. It's one of the first lights you come across in MechWarrior 2, for God's sakes, when you're doing one of the early missions and that. It's just a solid little light mech. It looks weird, and it's got an odd name. You know, it doesn't sound very threatening, does it, Baby Fox? But you know, it's fun. It's fun. Do it. Have a go. Have fun. And I'll leave you with that for this week. Thank you everyone for joining me. Hope you have a good one. The final 2 variants of the Kit Fox will be out next Monday. And yeah, it'll be going over to another Sphere mech. I have to have a look, see what's available. Until then, have a good one all. Thanks again. Bye.